Hello everyone. Hey, guess what? It got really cold. Today is a Friday afternoon, about 1:23 p.m. and we got a westbound loaded rock train coming through. It's got one load of railroad ties on it too, so something a little different. Two locomotives. We're going to try to get at a few different spots here. I know it's pretty much the same thing, but it's really cool watching that thing go up the hill in Williamsburg. I'm going to see if I can get a few different kinds of shots of it. But yeah, the temperature dropped. It went way down. I mean, yesterday it was up to, what, 50 degrees? And right now it's only about 27 degrees outside. Everything's frozen. And it's windy too. So let's go catch the rock train somewhere. Here we go. Start the video, son. We are just outside of Mount Orab, Ohio. Just east of Mount Orab. Hey, let's check out the top of the rail. Man, it's windy out too. Got some rust. Look at there. It's been a couple days since the train came through, and we had some snow and rain, so it's made the tracks kind of rusty. Train coming from that way, westbound. Hey, I decided to go to Corboy Road, just outside of Sardinia. This is where they redid the railroad crossing, and they put up, there's a little crossing shanty right here. It's got all the components in there for the crossing gates. Here's the brand new crossing gates. This is where they had that derailment about a year and a half or so ago. I'm not sure when it was. Year and a half, 2 years, something like that. So the train's coming from that way, from this spot. Corboy Road, just outside of Sardinia. Here we go. Oh, we're gonna have an engine on the back too, it sounds like. I'm getting information, 2 on the front and 1 on the back. So let's see what we got. This will be a good train. And another look at the top of the rail. It is a little bit rusted. Look at there. Hasn't been anything across here in a couple of days. So the snow and the rain has got the rails all rusty. And this is milepost 46. Yeah, this might be a top and tail train here. There's a Batmobile right over there on the other side. Route 32's over that way too, a couple miles or so. And here comes the train. I hear them. Let's check out these gates here. All brand new. Used to be just crossbuck protected here. Gates, lights, electric bell, all that stuff. Well, here comes the train. You'll see this one kick on. Top and tail, push pull. Check this out. Man, is it ever windy. Woo! My fingers are frozen. That's where they had that derailment, the rock train, right here. And they put all brand new track down, reconditioned rail. All right, let's go get them again. Wow. Yeah, with the wind, it makes it really cold. With the wind, it wouldn't be so bad. It's below freezing. I'm just guessing around 27 degrees, somewhere in that area. But there's ice on my truck. There was ice on it. Let's go up and get them in Mount Orab. Here we go. All right, so now I'm at Sicily Road. We're gonna get them going over the road and this big bridge right here. See this big bridge? Now, early this morning, a tree fell across this road and knocked some power lines down. They knocked power lines down and our electric actually went out. So I gotta reset my computer and all that stuff. They're actually working right now on the tree and the power lines and stuff. There's a truck right over there. Well, there comes a rail fan too. There's a truck over there, they're doing some work, and the train should be here any time now. All right, here comes the train. It's pretty cool with the locomotive on the back. 3 engines on this. Load of railroad ties right there. And this is all gravel. And there's your top and tail. All right, so that's the second loaded rock train of the week. Now let's go to Mount Orab and get them up there. And we still got Williamsburg coming too, don't forget that. So here we go. All right, here we are downtown Mount Orab. Got the lights flashing, check that out. Let's see if we can get an interesting spot to film this train from. Here we go. Got rusty rails. They're booked along pretty good. Let's see if they get a roll-by inspection over here.
Boy, you sure look pretty on that roll-by.
All right, there you go. Let's go get them again. We still got the grand finale coming up in Williamsburg. Don't miss that. That was cool. Locomotive on the back, so that's different. This time's different. We got a locomotive on the back and a load of railroad ties too. So that was a pretty good train. We'll get them again. There's some doggies. But wait, there's more. We're in 4K. We're at Eastwood Road, Mount Orab. Let's have a look at that. rust here. Look at that. So the train is way down there, right, way down that way. Just did a roll-by inspection at Millock Road, a couple miles down. So probably take them about 5 minutes to get here. Eastwood Road will be in 4K for this one. Let's see these rails get shined up. All right, the train's just about here. Here we go. Uh-oh. One car rule got me. Gate's going up. Well, that's the first time I had a truck kind of foul the shot here. I guess it wasn't bad though. Yeah, it was a 1 car rule. Let's go up and get them in now. Ooh, it is cold. It says on the radio feels like 16 degrees, but that's just because it's so windy. If it wasn't so windy, it wouldn't be bad. Hey, there's the fire department. Yeah, if it wasn't so windy, it wouldn't be so bad. That's what gets you. Because it's 27 degrees. Let's go to Williamsburg. Here we are coming in downtown Williamsburg, Ohio. 2,643 population. This was the county seat for Clermont County originally, and now the county seat is in Batavia. So we're going to get the train down here somewhere. Probably get up there at Gay Street. That's always a good spot. Right on the hill. But wait, there's more. I'm in downtown Williamsburg for the grand finale. This is going to be awesome coming up the hill. So we'll find a spot and we'll look around here while I'm talking. I'll show around the town here a little bit. Yeah, I've been at the house here a lot lately because the pets, a couple of my pets weren't feeling real good. Brandy, my oldest dog, she was having trouble breathing. So we took her to the vet, emergency vet, and they said that she's got some kind of cancer growth, and they said that surgery wouldn't be good. She probably wouldn't come out good from surgery. So they gave us some medicine, and after close to 2 days, she started breathing better, but we got to give her medicine twice a day. So hopefully she'll be okay for a while. I don't know. She's kind of old. Anyways, here comes the train. Okay, the lights just kicked on, and here they come up the hill in 4K. This is a heavy one. Jingle bells. That was Jingle Bells. They came out really good. cool. Look at that. You don't see that here very often. That's kind of rare. Locomotive on the back. I can still hear them pulling. Listen to those lead locomotives. The tail is just being pulled along. But at the top, they are working hard. Crossing Main Street. Looks like a steam locomotive, doesn't it? Okay, now for what everybody's been waiting for. Let's have a look at the rail. Let's see how shiny I got it. It's got to be shining now. Look at the difference. Look at that. That is really shining. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to throw something else on here too. That seems to do pretty good. People like it when I put a little bonus clip on, mainly for my new subscribers. I'll put a clip on. It's an old clip that hasn't been seen in a long time. Probably most of my new subscribers haven't seen. So we've got one more scene coming up. So go ahead and take two. Here we go, part 2. CPU. There you go. Okay, we're at milepost 229 right here, and they're trying to make it up to milepost 249, or 239. Let's see, maybe it's 239. Oh man, I forgot. No, I think it was 249. They're trying to make it to milepost 249, that's right. Because they're going to change crews. This crew only has 40 minutes left. They go off at 6 p.m. That's when their 12-hour shift ends and they'll be outlawed. And they spent more than half their time sitting at milepost, oh geez, let's see here, 225 I think it was, about 5 miles from here where they sat. Lost my concentration, the guy behind me there. Okay, anyways, they spent more than half of their shift sitting there because they had to replace 2 gaskets. The train broke down, they couldn't get the air pressure back up. So most of their shift was spent sitting back there close to Williamsburg, between Williamsburg and Middletown, somewhere in that area. Anyways, thanks for watching. That was pretty interesting. Give me a thumbs up, watch another video if you can. Every view helps my channel. And this is the old train station here in Middletown, right here. Look at that. Passenger trains haven't stopped there in years. All right, thanks for watching. There's Brandy. There she is. She's looking a lot better right now. They gave her steroids and also antibiotics, the vet. So she's breathing a lot easier now. She was having a hard time breathing there for a while. We were really scared. I was really scared because it was pretty painful watching her lay there with her head up in the air and kind of struggling to breathe. She was having labored breathing. So we took her to emergency vet, and the steroids and antibiotics got her up. Look at there, she's looking pretty good right now. It's a good dog. Hey, there's a kitty cat up on her little tower, right up on the very top of it. Hi, kitty. Kiki. That is a cute cat. Look at there. Close up. What are you doing, Brandy? Do that again. Now she won't bark. Oh, there she did. That was Jingle Bells. They came out really good.